Okay, boys and girls, this is Marcus, your place auto detail. I got a special situation today, to say the least. I've worked on many cars throughout the years, and I must say that this one here is one of the worst ones I've done. I must say this year at least. That right there. I got my work cut out on this one. This right here, this is not good. These are the door jambs here. It's just dirty. It happens. But what can you do? Okay, so when a car is this dirty, there's really one way to look at it. Is you want to do the best you can under the conditions that you're looking at. There is nothing that's going to get all this dirt out of here. Only thing we can hope for is the best, and treat it the same as if this car was brand new. And I mean, keep the same attitude is what I'm trying to say. You know, when you get a car like this and you're detailing a car like this, number one, it's a challenge. So I like doing cars in this condition just to see what how clean I can get them, if that makes sense. So, you know, one thing I ask people is to have your trash removed before I show up. It takes time to do this, to remove trash from these cars. What that is, I have no idea. I better put some gloves on. I don't know what's going on right here. This is bad. This one is bad, but you know, it happens. I come across a car like this once every 6 months. So what I'm gonna do first is vacuum it out, get it clean and vacuumed, and hope for the best. I don't know what the stuff is on the floor. Well, ain't no sense of sitting here looking at it. Let's get busy. So I'm gonna get a vacuum and we'll get started. Alright people, this is Marcus from Your Place Auto Detail. Serve a 25-mile radius from downtown Knoxville. 253-8899. Hit me up. You know, I'm doing this car here. This car here is pretty bad. It's a Buick. It's been neglected as far as the cleaning duties go. And the dirt is pretty thick. So, you know, in situations like that, you got to pull out, you know, the big weapons, like a toothpick. So, and you want to take a toothpick and just get in those grooves. Right there in that crease there. Get in that crease, you need a toothpick. You know, to get behind this shifter here, toothpick works great. Toothbrushes, also a great tool to have when you're doing interior work. Let's stick it down in here. Let's see if I can get that out of there. Okay, so I got that out. That's gonna be our insurance card there. So doesn't need to be in there. So at this point, I'm just, you know, the dirt is so heavy in this car, but I still keep the same routine, starting in the middle, working my way from top down. It's gonna take a little while on this one. This car right here probably take me 2.5 hours to knock it out complete. Now, the type of cleaner I'm actually using is a, I'm just going to use a little of this Totally Awesome today. It's a great cleaner for interior work. It's cost efficient. So like I said, you want to work your way inside out, top to bottom, inside out. So at this point, just spray it. Watch what you're spraying, because you can spray the wrong thing and short something out. So you want to be careful when you're spraying. But at this point, all I'm doing is cleaning every surface with this LA's Totally Awesome. Okay. So we'll make sure we can get everything that we can reach, and even the stuff that we can't reach, we can put a toothpick, Q-tips, something of that nature inside these vent covers here. See, like here on this very edge right there, toothpick will get in there, or either a toothbrush. So sometimes you want to start with a toothpick and then just follow it up with a brush, toothbrush, and that's going to get all the dirt off the edges, because sometimes it's hard to get in there. You can't get your fingers down in here. I got small hands for a guy, and I still can't get my fingers. Okay. Some kind of sticker down in there. I'm going to have to probably spray that with, get that off with something else. Just run this right there, corner on that edge. I don't know if you're catching that, but I can definitely see that right there. All right. Okay, so like I said, you want to start in the center and work your way out towards the edge. So now, start in the center. I'm gonna work my way this way. I'm just spraying everything down. All these surface areas has to be sprayed white down. See all that right there? See how nasty that is? So, just gonna spray that down. Take my toothbrush. Take my toothbrush to that. Right there in that groove. Right there in that groove. Stick all the way down. And just come back and just wipe that excess the excess moisture. Okay. It's a lot better, but it's still a little bit in there. So at this point, you just okay. You know, your best accent when you're doing this work is your eyes. You definitely want to keep your eyes on a swivel and work your way inside out, top, bottom. That's how I've been doing it. Alright, so now let me back out a little bit. And that's what we're left with. That's pretty clean. It ain't been that clean in a long time. I can tell you that right now. So what I'm gonna do, keeping my eye on the swivel, still working my way inside out. Let that soak. I normally don't spray seats like this, but these seats are so bad. I must break the rule this time. Just let this stuff soak for a second. And I'm spraying so much that it's not going to make a big difference. If I was spraying just a little bit, I would say don't do that. But since I'm covering the whole seat, then it's not going to leave any stains. What I mean by stains is if you spray your seat with some kind of chemical and you're only spraying like a squirt, there's a good chance you're going to stain that up. But if you get the whole entire seat wet, you shouldn't have that problem. So at this point, I'm just rubbing all the dirt I can. Okay, so now got all the dirt that I can see, but what about the dirt I can't see? So what I have to do is move this chair all the way up, all the way back, just to see if I'm leaving any dirt. Well, I'm not leaving a lot of dirt. I thought this would be covered, this part right here. I thought that would be covered in dirt, but it's not. But I'm still going to hit it anyway. I'm going to hit all surfaces, because even though you can't see dirt, you can still smell it. So I'm going to hit all surfaces, and that's the purpose of a detail. It's going to hit all surfaces, you know. Tracks here needs to be done. You see that there? Let me back up. You probably wouldn't notice that if it's in this condition or this position, but as soon as you tilt that, look. So that has to be cleaned out. I'm gonna get that too. Real good. Okay. So now I'm just sitting in the car. You know, sometimes you just want to just sit, don't do anything, just be still. Look around. See if you're missing anything. The back of these seats is pretty dreadful right there. Now, I'm not going to just spray that seat like I did the front. That's normally that's pretty much against my rules anyway. I'm gonna spray the cloth and then come back with white. Only reason I did it in the front because the front was just covered in dirt. But I'm trying to get these seats pretty much back to new as I possibly can. Okay. That's that headrest. And I step back here and just look at the whole entire seat. Right. Just gonna spray that right there because once again that's just covered in dirt. So now I don't think this needs a good vacuum. A good vacuum is what we need. But we're going to do that last. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to scoot over. And I'm left with this seat over here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to spray the cloth. Then if you decide to do this on your own, you know, maybe you're just a DIY person, a type of person. You don't want to pay $150 and up for a detail. Don't blame you. I do a lot of stuff myself. If you're looking for a good cleaner, go and get the Totally Awesome. Very good cleaner, and this dilution here is 9 parts water, 1 part Totally Awesome. For general interior work. If you're going to use it on your engine, I would say use 100%. Totally Awesome. Don't even concentrate it, leave it. Don't dilute it at all. Okay, so I got that side panel there. What I'm gonna do now is hit this entire seat. And once again, I don't normally spray a seat down. I'm not gonna spray it down. I'm just gonna spray just the cloth, get the cloth good and soaked. And then come back and hit the seats. What I'm doing, I'm just cleaning these seats. After I clean these seats, I'm going to have to put some kind of a conditioner on them. I got several kinds. I got Lexol. I have McGuire's, which I kind of like better than the Lexol. Lexol is a little overpriced if you ask me. I still use it from time to time though. There's a lot of good stuff on the market when it comes to leather. Now that's going to be the worst part of the back right here, this back seat. It's going to be the very worst of it. But it's LA Totally Awesome. Can get in a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Okay, so now I'm left with these two seats here. And we're going to do the same thing. Now this one is not as bad stain. I mean, as far as dirt goes. So what I'm gonna do is just wipe this one down without respraying the cloth. And of course, it's gonna need a good vacuum. All right. This gonna have to get vacuumed. Got bugs up here. You see that bug there? Has some kind of bug. So all that stuff has to be vacuumed out. Okay, so I got 2 more seats to go. Well, actually 1 more. But we got this armrest over here also. Spray the rag down again. I thought that would lift up. I thought it was like a secret ashtray compartment, but it's not. But you still want to be looking for those places, because if you don't, you forget one and your client to see that, and no matter how good of a job you've done, oh, that'll be forgotten real quick. Okay, so we got these seat belts back here. They looking pretty nasty. So we're gonna spray those down. Okay. And here comes the seat belt. So anything you want to do is grab and pull. Okay. All right. So now we got this back of this seat here. So same thing. We're not going to spray the seat. We're going to spray the cloth. And we're just going to come back, wipe the headrest down, get the back of it real good. Get the sides, lift the headrest up, and get your fingers underneath. If the headrest will go up, I think that one pretty much stuck in that position. Okay, there's a lot of stuff still in this car. First aid kit. All right. So I'm doing a general wipe down of all the interior. We're gonna run that with we're gonna chase this with a vacuum. All right. And the seat belt. Seat belt covers, hit the seat belt buckles, hit the seat belt fasteners, and all that stuff. Something red. So what I'm gonna do, you always want to make sure that you can retract. Push these seats up as far back as possible. That way, make sure you're not forgetting nothing. Okay. At this point, we're going to get these tracks right here on the ground. Some people skip that, but it's part of the car also. These tracks right here on the ground. Okay. And you're gonna use your eyeball and look underneath these seats just to make sure you're getting all this trash. Okay. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and spray. I'm always trying to think ahead of myself. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna spray these down right now so they can be dwelling that dirt. All right, let me go back some more. This is Marcus, Your Place Auto Detail. I'm down here in West Knoxville, I think. When I'm finishing up this car here, it was a pretty bad one. Don't know if you saw the before videos, but considering the condition it was in, I think it looks pretty good. Got all this stuff clean, floors are clean. Still got some spots on the floor, but it ain't nothing gonna get rid of some of these spots. I mean, some of that stuff been like it's been sitting there for 10 years. So looking at the floor here, it looks kind of brown through the camera for some reason, but when I look at it in live person, it looks gray. So I don't know what's the deal with that. But seats came pretty clean. Got some kind of glue that she spilled in there. I can't get that up. Back seats look pretty good. Got the dust, the rail dust. I don't know what that was. It was some kind of thick black dust on it. I got that off. All right, people. It's Marcus.